are such, like, he's one of my best friends.
Does he have one that has a real beefy one?
Ooh, no, he's got a tight butthole.
Oh,
I mean, how can I see it?
Just that.
Jesus, well, it is not for air. Oh my God.
I'll give you the update. Scott wanted the update first.
Yes.
Forever, I was trying to find this guy at the grocery store who smelled really, really good. And I found him because I wanted to find out what the smell was. He told me it's freaking expensive. So I have this new obsession with buying samples of perfumes just to see if I like them or not like them. And so I bought a couple samples, which cost me way too much money.
We had somebody on the show text us. There's like this you can get a subscription for the good ones. What's it called? Sniff box or something?
Scent box.
Scent box. Sniff box.
Yeah.
That's something you do in a situation before you start another situation.
Oh my God.
Sniff box.
We're back, folks.
Hi there.
Another week
Okay,
with
so
Scott
scent box.
Alley.
Yeah. And but I just bought a couple samples off of Poshmark. And as soon as they came in, the update is Zach won't wear them. He
won't even try them?
won't even try it.
Why?
Because it was such a big deal. And he was like, you like the smell of another man. I'm like, I could care less about that guy.
Well, here's what I heard is that you were tracking. You said I tracked the man down. Like, you hunted this man?
Yeah, she did.
Hunted this man. Was this all in one day, or did you smell him once and then later on see him on a different day, and then you were like, you smelled good that one day?
It was the second thing.
Oh
so
my
I
God,
smelled
that's even
him.
worse.
Oh, there were multiple visits.
Yeah, I smelled him. Yes, I couldn't find him. The one day he wasn't there. I was
I couldn't find him.
I was smelling him out.
Smelling him.
And if you follow Scott and Alley Show on TikTok, then you'll see I found the guy. So Zach is not for this. He was anti-sniffs. I know. I'm like, I just spent like $40 on these three little.
You should have asked him if he was going to wear it before you spent that money.
It became a whole thing, to be honest
Well,
with you.
no, of course, Allie's not going to ask before.
No.
She
That's
goes
true.
through Sniff Fest 2023. You know?
Yeah.
My favorite con.
It's not the guy. I don't care
Line
about
him up and start smelling.
I don't care about the guy. I just care about the smell. And Zach's like, I already have a clone. I'm like, yeah, but it's,
But you don't like
Not
it.
only
it's
did
not
you like the smell of another man more, you shit on his smell. I'm on Team Zach on this one. I'm sorry.
He may have said some similar things. And it's not that I don't
For a
like
good
it.
reason.
I like his smell, but I love this smell.
Yeah, I wish he would just try it.
I know.
The
I'm
reason
not going to think about the guy from the grocery store. What do I care about him?
You shouldn't have mentioned the guy and he would have worn it.
You know what? You're right. You're right. I
100%.
should have just, but
how did that conversation go? So I found this guy
stalked
at the
the man.
grocery store.
Well, it was a little bit of that, and a lot of people that he works with listen to the show religiously.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, I heard about the guy from the grocery store. And he's like, what are you talking about?
Because he doesn't listen to our content.
You should see what he does with the melons.
So then he got the 411 about it from other people, like other women at work, and they blew up my spot.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I wish he would
exactly.
just try it, because the one thing I did say when this was all unfolding on the show was colognes and perfumes can have different reactions to different bodies.
Yep.
You may have loved it on the guy from Wegmans.
Right.
But you may not have liked it on Zach based on his body chemistry. It would have been an interesting experiment just to see.
I know. So what
Because
I'll
then
do
you could have
is-
been like, oh, you don't smell as good as him.
maybe that's what he's afraid of.
No, he's more so the principal. I kind of understand it, but I wish he would just try it.
What do you understand about it?
I understand his logic, because you went to these lengths to track down this other guy that smelled good. I know it's innocent. I know you have no intentions of anything else. But the fact of the matter is, you went to these lengths, great lengths.
Yeah.
Actually, really great
Weird lengths.
Because
Yes.
I also got the, like, what if I was smelling another female and wanted you to smell like another female conversation?
That's true. What would you
And-
feel?
Well, I just...
Nah, you can't answer it.
You know, why is it different with a girl? I got in trouble for this once in my life.
Oh, you did?
Oh, I did. I can't mention any names, but I got in very bad trouble early in a relationship because the person that wore the perfume that I had broken up with previously, or maybe I got dumped, because that seems to be the pattern in my life, I loved the smell.
Yes.
And
you bought it for her?
I did. And
you told her, oh, this is what my ex smelled like.
No. We all have pictures. Before cell phones and everything, we all had actual pictures, and everybody saved a picture of the ex. Everybody had them. Yeah. Everybody.
I have pictures of my ex.
Okay. Why were you shaking your head? No, I'm like hanging out here in the wind.
Yes, I was going, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
now, Quinn, you are of a generation, you don't have to worry about pictures, but I'm sure in your phone, there's somebody you've been out with at least a few times from the past. Or do you just totally purge?
I have nothing.
Bullshit. But anyway, so...
I have nothing.
So at any rate, she had found the picture. And in the picture was the damn perfume bottle.
Oh, wow. Eagle eye.
That's some Allie Payne shit right there.
Yeah, it is.
Eagle eye. It's just another woman. That's all. I mean,
no, but to see the bottle.
Yeah, well.
That is such a small detail that I
That's like a murder crime podcast thing.
Yeah. That is so good.
I mean, we're going back almost 30 years, so I don't feel bad about it right now. So, you have no pictures in your phone of anyone you've ever dated.
Let's get there. Hold on.
Nope.
So, for those of you who don't know, it is Quinn's last podcast with us.
Oh.
I know. He's leaving us.
Now, for those that...
Play the Titanic music. Actually, no, we'll get flagged.
For those that have not been a part of the show or maybe missed it,
maybe you only listen to the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. Or, you got life going on and you missed the day. You are staying in the industry, sort of, the media industry, but it's really much more what you do.
100%. More video creation oriented for sure. Less audio, less radio.
That's all right.
Actually, not at all radio. I don't know what I don't know why I said
Here's
that.
my disappointment.
Oh.
The entire time Quinn has been here, I've wanted to play little matchmaker and hook him up with somebody. So he can get no pictures of her, and I can. It never worked. So I have to say, I'm really disappointed that we have had this entire time together, and I was not able to do my job effectively.
Can I defend you?
Sure.
How hard did you work on this?
Not hard.
No, he won't give me his phone to swipe him.
Well,
I want
you
to do all
have
the swiping.
friends. You could have just hooked him up the old-fashioned way.
Well, I tried with Carly, was one of the people. And then there was
I could have told you that wasn't going to work.
And then
for both of them.
And then listeners were saying how they found him on dating apps. And I'm not saying I tried hard. I'm just saying, give me the phone. Let me just do it.
So what you're saying is, I'm not saying I tried hard. Is that what I just heard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was an admittance. So you wanted to hook him up with listeners that
not necessarily listeners.
Well, it could have been.
It could have been listeners, but anybody.
Instead of going to your deep end swimming pool of females that you know, and really work the angle.
Well, most everyone that I know is taken. Married, lots of kids, All
right.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't have any like ripe fruit.
Oh, it's time you got to start a new circle here. Jeez. I mean, get some more new friends.
So that's my one disappointment about Quinn and this job.
Oh. Quinn, I'm still going to be there for you,
I guess.
I'm going to still defend you because I look at it like, I'm glad she didn't get a hold of a dating app. And I mean, I don't know what would have happened.
My friends Sarah and Aaron are still together, and that was thanks to me. So
and you mean it was thanks to this?
Well,
swiping.
It was not. There was no swiping. No, there was no swiping.
What was there?
Swearing.
Hey, you look fucking great.
No, I mean, like, I swear there was no swiping. It was
Swiper.
They had met at her work. I really didn't do anything as far as the hooking up. I just was the.
Oh, you weren't in the bedroom when they did that?
I was.
Oh my God.
You want to keep picking the best phrases for this, don't you?
I was just the counselor. So when they first met, she was not all for him. And I was like, no, give him a chance. Here's why I think he's great. So I just feel like she would not have stuck with it if it wasn't for me.
All right. Wait, what kind of app was it?
I just told you they met at work.
Oh, that's right. You did say that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just told
I know.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Junior, my Shih Tzu Lhasa Apso, he's a rescue. And that's why I love and believe wholeheartedly in the Chemung County SPCA. There's just so much love to give. There's so many doggies and kitties who need a good home. But did you know the Chemung County SPCA does way more than that? They do spay and neuter clinics, vaccination clinics. They even have a pet food pantry. What this is say, for instance, you get a little down and out on your luck and you don't have enough money to feed your dog or cat. You can go to them and they will give you puppy or kitty food. I should say dog or cat food. And they will give you some food and some treats to get you through. It's It's equal love. That's what it is. The other thing that's great is we as a community are always so helpful with each other. Sometimes there's things that the SPCA needs. It might be bleach or blankets or washcloths. Follow them on social, Chemung County SPCA, because there might be something that you can give, because you never know. It might need to come back to you. Either which way, follow them on social. And next time you need a dog or cat because you need some extra love in your life, well, hit up the Chemung County SPCA. Usually I say no pain, no gain, but not in this case. Oh my gosh, my booty was hurting. I've been talking about this for months. My sciatic nerve has just been on fire and I couldn't figure out, well, how do I fix this? And that's when I discovered Horseheads Acupuncture and decided I'm going to give it a try. I didn't even feel the needles whatsoever. Now, you might not have sciatic issues, but if you have muscle pain, anxiety, even depression, acupuncture can treat all of that. If this is speaking to you and you want to give acupuncture a try, then text the word ACU, ACU, to the number you know so well, 71231, to see how you can get a discount on your first treatment, whether it's acupuncture, cupping, or massage. Robert from Horseheads Acupuncture spent about 2 hours with me, not only going over my treatment, cupping, and massage. He was ready to get to the root of the problem. If that's how you are feeling right now, you just want to get to the root of the problem, then try Horseheads Acupuncture right in Hanover Square and text the word ACU, ACU, to 71231. Before Quinn leaves, we want to do something on the show that... we want to do something on the podcast that we started on the show. Oh. We had talked about an exit interview.
We have prepared one.
So we would like you to answer a couple questions as an exit interview before you leave this company.
Oh, God.
And you will have an opportunity.
This will be the last time I speak to Scott and Allie. and you will... Because they're going to get really mad at me.
Who's your favorite?
You have you have an opportunity at the end to say anything you'd like to say as well.
Oh.
And we have excluded HR from this, so...
Am I about to get criticized? Is that what's about to happen?
No.
Oh,
First question is, what has been your favorite thing about working here for the past 2 years?
2 years.
Okay.
Ooh,
wow.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to have to say...
Working with Allie, I know. Okay.
I think us doing the podcast, honestly, is the most fun.
That's definitely been your baby.
Because it's like there's no restrictions. You know what I mean? We go all out and we have just like a full-on fun conversation. So I think that's been... And I helped start it too, so like I feel very proud of it.
Yeah, yes, you should.
So that's probably my favorite bit.
That's a great answer. I also love the podcast. I love even like listening to it. I'm like, okay, this is so.
And I don't even listen to it. What? I will now.
Okay.
Now that I'm gone, you know what I mean? It's perfect. I got memories.
I guess for you, you're in it. So, but I listen to it too, which is all right. Maybe that's weird.
That's not. I like critiquing myself. Okay, what's your least favorite thing about working here over the past 2 years?
Oh, that would be the intense gas chamber that I have to walk in on every single day.
Is that really your least favorite thing? Is that really?
I thought it was a shtick. You really can't take her farts that bad?
They're so bad.
Well, they are.
They're so bad. Like I'm like, I've been joking, but slightly serious about wanting hazard pay. So, I almost came in with a hazmat suit because I was like, that would be a funny joke, but kind of serious.
This is really your least
You need to go to a doctor.
I ate an entire bowl of broccoli today.
I can't believe it hasn't hit yet.
Tomorrow is going to be epic.
Of course it's going to be my last day. You're going to save that for my last day? I see how it is.
So let me just understand.
I'm going to fart in that ski cap.
Take that with you.
Oh, my God. Keep me burning this one. It might explode.
So I got to ask. It's not that you don't... it's not that farts necessarily bother you. It's primarily her farts that bother you.
They're frequent and intense.
Okay.
It's a combo you don't want.
If they were just loud and just loud and no big odor, just a big boomer.
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay.
But there's a lingering that I don't need.
You've been here long enough to know that when she and they are loud and lingering.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just one. You get the
and I know when they happen silent too because she does a little ass cheek lift.
Oh yeah. Her face goes like this. It's like.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I literally just do this. Like, this is what I look like when I stare at her.
Yeah, and then you're like, and you're like, I'm dead.
You get shit pay, and my shitting my pants is your least favorite thing. Like,
all right, okay, yeah, okay. We'll go with. Well, I don't want to be like mean.
But It's true.
Well, I mean to you, but
It's not the worst pay on the planet. There are people that get paid far less. So
Not
That's true.
really.
Oh, damn it. I didn't know that. Oh, well.
People
all
at
right,
Target,
calling out the company.
people at Target make more than Quinn.
That's true.
People at Target.
Oh, well, yeah.
With
Well,
their
it's Target.
$15 minimum wage here in New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Okay, fine.
All
You know
right.
what? Every
All right.
once in a while,
So
I'm
far,
gonna send him just random videos of me farting.
send him a
But
fart.
that'll be funny because I won't be smelling them.
No, send 'em
It'll be the squeak of the week or whatever we used to call it.
Send it. Can you pull one of those up?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you can't. Your phone's being used right now. Unless it's on because I can give you audio through there if you can find it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make her send you a fart in a jar.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
If I get a random jar, an empty jar, I'm just gonna chuck it.
Dated Allie 522.
I'll be like, hey, I'll go to my new boss and say, hey, my former coworker gave this to you.
Okay, here we go.
You got one?
Yeah,
All right.
here's one.
Let's have
Squeak
it.
of the
When
week.
you'd rather fart around the house instead of going to work.
Oh,
Wait, let me give you a different
God.
one.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
this is. Hold on a second.
This is
Okay,
what
this is the squeak of the week. By the way, is a friend of mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
It's his
Shout out.
It's his TikTok, and he farts.
It's great.
This one is how to wake up your friends. Okay.
Oh.
How to wake up your friends.
Is it in his face? Okay.
Don't understand.
That's me. That's me. That's me in the studio. I don't
Why
understand.
do you think me and this guy are such he's one of my best friends?
Does he have one that has a real beefy one?
No, he's got a tight butthole.
Oh,
Just that.
Jesus. Well, it is not fair.
Hold on one second. Let's see if I can find another really good one. Let's see what this one is.
Showing my friend my best duck impression.
None of them are meaty. They're just all
Oh, that's
they're
great.
squeakers.
Okay, enough of that.
Continue the interview.
Okay. All right. Next question, Scott. Go ahead.
Okay. And by the way, I'd like to point out, so far I've not been included in the exit interview. I'm doing good. Things that surprised you the most being part of the show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's see. Things that surprised me the most. How? You know what surprised me is how energetic you are at that early in the morning. Because I'm sitting here like
We've gotten that for
you get me
years.
in the first hour. I'm like
Yeah.
dying inside, and you guys are like Scott will walk in and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." You should be my alarm. That'll
Yeah.
wake me up.
My energy doesn't come till the mic comes on, but yeah, for sure. But
I don't know how you do it. You just morning people? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Well-
I was actually just telling somebody the other day. It took me probably a good 10 years to get
Oh,
like
okay,
really,
so I had 8 more coming.
yeah, to become really comfortable with this schedule. Probably also because I partied too hard in my 20s. And that's where I started my career, was here in my 20s. And so
Oh, she came in so hungover every day.
not every day Fridays.
She didn't even go to sleep. She just went to a party and came into work.
Oh, there were times. Yes,
Bears out here.
I would go to karaoke every Thursday, and I
You come in with the big sunglasses.
The show was never bad. I feel like some of my best shows were actually hungover. But
Let's get that going again.
I remember one point I literally slept no hours, and I was in my car for 10 minutes before Scott arrived. Like, I just need to sleep for 10 minutes.
And then, what did you see her sleep and just go?
No, I was like,
No,
wow.
I set an alarm, and
Oh, okay.
yeah. I was like, okay.
Okay,
I
but
got
now
it.
you can do it. Now you can just do it.
Yeah, I mean, I go to bed at 9.
That's true. Well, that helps. Anyway,
All right.
that's I guess the most surprising thing when I first started for sure.
Okay.
One key memory.
Um,
There's been some fun, wild stuff.
for sure. Well, there's one that no one ever got to see.
What?
Oh, good Lord.
That would be very recent.
Oh.
That'd be Scott in his American flag underwear. That's something I don't think I could ever unsee.
Yeah, it's burned into your mind's
Yeah.
eye. I wish that video was able to have been posted
Right.
because the one scene that cracks me up still, and I think about it in my head, when I leaned over and my leg went out and the mirror to Allie's car blocked everything.
The perfect block. It's like a sensor bar of mirror.
I'm still so great. One key memory about that memory, I'm still glad we filmed that the exact time we did, because I don't know if we ever told people this. 5 minutes later, the school bus came up the street. I was like, oh God, hell.
I wish we did more stuff like that, honestly. I mean, nobody has
You
to
wear those underwear next time.
Oh, gladly. I absolutely would. I have no shame in my body whatsoever. But no, I think that we should. I think we should do more stuff like that.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Quinn, we've reached the point now of the exit interview. We'd like to open it up for what you'd like to say. Whatever about. We'd like you to stay within the boundaries of the show and your duties with that. But anything you'd like to say, it could be. It makes no difference what it is.
Well, I have a question.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
What would be your favorite memory of I guess, when I was on the show? Was there something that I was a part of that might jog your memory? Besides Scott in his underwear? I was just filming that.
This is a really good question.
I know, when we were trying to give you a last name. No, middle name. I'm sorry, a middle name.
Oh, that's right. I don't even remember what we settled on.
Was Scott there for that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was on the show. I don't think it was ever.
We're here now, too.
I don't think it was ever on the podcast. I think that was a show thing.
Yeah.
I know, but I thought for some reason that it happened when Scott was on vacation.
No.
Didn't you think? Okay, never mind. Okay, Quinn. Actually, I remember one of the first things that we filmed together when I believe we were going to be doing something with our local TV station, and you were helping us film. I know this. We were like pretending like we were training for a challenge.
Oh, like the Capri Sun thing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And so Scott was like holding my legs like a wheelbarrow. And I just remember thinking.
There's a deep dive into our Facebook page, I think, if you want to try and find
probably.
that.
Yes. But I remember thinking at the time, wow, this is how this kid is starting his career here, is just
the weird videos.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I will say definitely at the beginning, it was a lot of like our videos together. Quinn and I did a couple videos together.
You did? Yeah.
So we did like some TikTok videos. Those were probably some of my favorites, including our handshake that we did. It was like the tapping one. Do you remember this?
Yes, I do remember.
Okay.
I don't remember how the handshake goes at all.
I don't either, but like how long we practiced it. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 okay, so that was
I remember that now.
Yeah, it was one of those things where like, we worked together on it. So that
we were timing it to, I think, a song, but we weren't playing the song. So like we were timing it the hardest way possible.
It was like the early days of TikTok.
Yeah.
So it wasn't where you were actually using the sound while it was going on.
Right.
And you had to synchronize it together. Oh my gosh. But anyway, it was to a
18 takes, but
it was to a White Stripe song.
Now, we can come back to what would you like to say, because obviously you just asked that question. So within the parameters of, around the Scott and Allie show, that's what we're kind of interested in anything you want to say. It's wide open door.
Okay. Well, I think that, I'll be honest, it was never...
Well, that's all the time we have today. No, go ahead.
I'll be honest and say that it's like the industry of radio was never one I thought I was going to be in. It's just one that I kind of fell into because I got like a reference from a friend, a mutual friend who used to work here, and they were like, Scott and I need a producer. And I was like, I'll talk to them. It was like the most informal meeting I've ever had for a job. Because like I went to talk to you first, and then before even anybody had any like, because you guys didn't hire me. You know what I mean? Like you're not the hiring people.
Right.
But then immediately, like when we had that conversation about like my potential role here, and if I were to do this, I immediately was like, I have like 19,000 things that we can do, like ideas we can do. We can do the way the podcast finally ended up. That was like immediately day one, an idea for me. I wanted that to happen.
Good.
So there's a bunch of stuff that I thought like, I could contribute to. So that was really exciting. And I was just like, yeah, I never thought I'd ever do radio, but I'm glad I did. And I got to be a part of it. And I'm glad I got to be on the show with you guys too, as like a third voice occasionally too. Yes. That was fun. And because at first it was a little nerve wracking. Now I'm kind of used to it. But I was glad that like you never made me be like solo on the show or anything, because I would have been like, "Hey guys, we going to 6 over here."
I thought it was gonna say solo in those like American flag thongs. Like that's not something you'd want to do.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
No.
You build into that.
That's right.
that
That's
confident.
17 years of you guys working together. I can't. I'm not there yet.
So the years you worked here, what were the years then? It was
The March of 2021 until now.
So March of 21. So when they call for the reference, Allie, yes, he worked here from March of 21 until
until
2023. It's been great talking to you about it.
One last thing. It's crazy how, especially like younger generations, well, let me say this. Older generations will stick to a job, right? And they're like, oh, I have to be loyal. I love that you're not. Like, I hate losing you, but I love that you're not, because I think that you go where there's more money, more opportunities, playing to your strengths. Like you're going, did you ever think you were going to work for a tourism company?
No.
And that's what he's going to do. So I think that it's great that your career is just taking you in so many different paths. I think it's amazing.
There is
exciting.
one thing, though, about the loyalty that you had said, though. He is staying loyal to himself of what he wants to do.
Right.
So it's not so much that not loyalty to the company or anything like that. I mean, to be totally honest with you, had this position with that tourist company not come along, this particular podcast may not have happened like this for some time to come, because I didn't think you were going to leap right away. But staying true to what you want to do, that's very good.
It is. That's super admirable. And not staying loyal. As weird as this sounds, I'm glad you didn't stay loyal to this company, because you are doing what you want to do. And
You'll be,
Just kidding.
you'll be happier doing that. That's
Yes.
the key piece to that there.
And I'm still around. I'm not leaving the area either,
Right.
so I'm sure people will see me. And we've talked about how people probably see me more frequently than they have already.
oh, they definitely will.
I'm being freed from my cage, guys. They're letting me out.
Now, we have one more question for you that
God.
we wanted to go with here for the exit interview. That is, when did you learn how to talk without keeping your teeth from coming apart? Because we've been trying to figure this out for years.
You know, I'm quite an expert at it.
You're like a
ventriloquist.
ventriloquist.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I should have got. That's what I should have gone into.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
the money.
Yeah, there's a big line of openings for that position. Just wondering. We were wondering all that it was. 'Cause it worked out
Scott
well.
was wondering.
I was. Yes. Yeah.
Well, this is-
skirted the entire negative highway on that.
I like how you thought that something negative was going to come your way.
Oh, well, the fact that I'm grateful it didn't. I mean, I'm just,
I said he was loud.
Yeah, well,
kind of. Well, I called him energetic, but I
that's
meant
just
loud.
me. I mean, that's
true.
not
Well,
necessarily
in the morning
negative.
for me, I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, you're the failure at getting him any sort of love. So.
Would you like?
Oh, that's not true.
Aw,
There's love.
maybe.
Just not when you're farting.
Did you want one? Did you want one?
I'm good.
I can fart
Keep
on
those
demand.
jars to yourself, girl.
I can fart on demand.
Oh my
Can
god.
you let one rip in the mic right now?
I'm like,
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. Is this happening?
Oh, I thought that was. I thought that was the fart, but it was the mic boom. That was the mic boom.
That was the mic
it was
boom.
little. No, there was something. It was just little.
There was something. Farting around a turd right now?
Poop your pants. Do a little prairie dog
You
action
better
over there.
check yourself.
I can't believe we just did a podcast that consisted of farts and an exit interview.
That sounds about right.
I know, right?
What a way to blow out, literally.
Oh my god.
Quinn, we wish you all the best. Honest to God. I know at some point, quite a ways from now, because we need a break, you'll pop back.
Sure, yeah.
I'm just kidding. I know, but
Just call me up. I'll be a guest.
I was going to say you'll come in and visit. And,
Yeah.
and there'll be stories and things like that.
Sure.
So, but you've done a very good job.
Thank you.
The reliability, I can tell you this, coming from me, because there's a lot of moving parts on the actual show, and you are a big set of hands on what happens after stuff comes out of our mouths. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah.
And
A lot
you
of
were-
vomit.
You really were able to keep on top of stuff like that. And very quickly, you picked that up. And that was really good. That was very helpful, because I'm not going to lie to you. I can get real intense when it comes to the show. Like there's a cadence. And
Sure.
if you're not on cadence, you're going to get a kicking. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it mean, like I'm not trying to be, that. It's just, no, there's a product that we got to do here, and there's a style to it.
You're the drummer.
And I think, thank you. And I think that you did a very good job with that. You had everything rolling very smoothly. Now, the young man that you've been training, you had said he's ready to go too. Like he picked it up really quick.
He's the best person I've ever of the couple of people that I've shown while like I've had to be gone or something, he's picked it up the quickest.
Oh,
so.
see,
and
now
the
I feel better.
youngest.
I feel better about him going now knowing.
And there's also a genuine interest in it as well. I think a lot
as
of people are
opposed to
like,
you.
I have to do extra shit now.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
He-
as opposed to me, I hated it. But
That's terrible. That's terrible. It's getting hot in here.
It really is.
But I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You are more than the producer of the show. You obviously are a friend. You know,
Oh my God, favorite memory.
Had the Flash come out while you were still working here together, we probably would have made a date to go see it. We could still do that.
yeah, we'll figure it
my
out.
gosh.
Yeah. Gotta
Well,
go
we
see Batman in that movie. So
Oh yeah,
My God,
Michael
you guys,
Keaton.
Nerds.
we'll never not be nerds.
that's right.
I was going to say when we had morning show drinks together, it took us forever to do it.
We had it one time.
That's like half a memory for you. You left. I was
You did
stuck
leave
with these
early.
guys.
Stuck. They were stuck
Were you
with
house
you.
hunting still?
I was house hunting
Oh my God.
then. I
Yeah.
know. I've been house
Still
hunting
doing it.
that long.
Oh my gosh.
It's been a long time.
We'll get
Yeah.
drinks again. Maybe it'll actually happen more frequently now that I don't work here.
I think it probably
Yeah.
will.
There you
Yes,
go.
yes.
Cool.
Because
There
then
you
we'll
go.
actually have something to talk about.
Clint, I
It's like, I already
wanted to
know your
say
wife.
it for a long time. Get out.
All right.
Bye.